I think, yeah, I would say that Naruto is an incompetent Hokage. I've said this before. People get mad about it, but I think it's the honest to God truth. And I genuinely believe it. I think Naruto. Oh, hold up. Donation. Gotcha. I think Naruto is incompetent, and I think he is incompetent because he leads with his feelings, and he's not very logical or strategic when it comes to business and politics. And I think that's a double-edged sword. It's the thing that got him where he is today, but it's also his greatest weakness as well. Like the Grass Ninja said, in the middle of combat with the fate of your villagers, but not just them, billions of lives, if not trillions, because Cole wants to planet hop, right? And you couldn't even have the willpower to get on your sorry ass feet and do what needs doing. Nah, bro. And people want to debate Luffy versus, man, bro. Luffy had knocked him out with Conqueror's Haki. That kid's will is weak. Okay?
Bro,
He
this
got
stuff.
broken. That kid got broken.
I was with
But
you.
wait. But I think that's the real question here. Is what he's doing good? I think so. I just don't like the way he's doing it because ultimately I think that betrays his conclusion and it's going to end in his downfall and it's going to result in people going against him and ultimately he fails. So yeah, that's my answer.
Hole in his ideology. Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I think the way that he's going about it is completely wrong, but the ideology, as you said, is spot on. I think something needed to be done, but as far as Naruto being like a terrible Hokage, I think we're not gonna know until everything ends. I think if in the future we find out that what Naruto did, being so open with inviting Kawaki, inviting Aiden, inviting everybody, Amato, eventually leads to everybody in the Hidden Leaf Village being like God level, like later on, like 10 years in the future, then Naruto is right. Like hypothetically, if he didn't invite Kawaki and everybody else, and he was like super like against all of this from the rip and like super stringent, we might have been wiped out by the Otsutsuki clan regardless. Like, but in 10 years, we might have some defenses because of his decisions.
I don't agree with that perspective because I think you have to look at the information that they had in real time and not look at it from a hindsight perspective, right? No hindsight, no jutsu for us, right? I think you have to say, okay, well, Naruto in real time, he did not know who Kawaki was. He did not know what he was capable of, and he led with his emotions because he saw himself in that kid, right? Now, of course, we can go like retroactively go back and say, okay, well, this is a scripted series and all of his conclusions are scripted, and of course, this is going to turn out in his favor because the hero always wins. Yay. Right? We could definitely do that. But if we put ourselves in the universe and look at the information that was at our disposal at the time, his decisions aren't rational. I mean, just look at Delta. She showed up there because Kawaki was there. Kashin Kochi infiltrated because Kawaki was there. Jigen showed up in his living room where his family lives because Kawaki was there. And all of that stemmed from Naruto's emotional choices. His daughter would have died, right, if Kawaki didn't jump in front of them. Well, you can say, well, if he didn't
you forgot he left his shoes on too.
That is the worst part about it. The dirt on the carpet. Hinata worked very, very hard. Very, very hard. So that's tragic, right? And then you could say, okay, well, like, if he didn't let Kawaki in the village, he would have never jumped in front of Delta's beams to save her, Himawari. But if he didn't let Kawaki there, Delta wouldn't be there to begin with, right? So it's always like, okay, he's banking on his power. Well, his power isn't the thing that would have saved his daughter. Kawaki saved his daughter, right? And like I said, she wouldn't have been there otherwise. And his power wasn't the thing that would stop Jigen. It was Sasuke showed up and stopped Jigen from just leaving his sorry ass there. So I just think he's very incompetent. And it's not Naruto's fault, it's the writer's fault. But I don't want to be negative about it. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
The thing is, and this might just be my inner Naruto stand coming out again, I think you're downplaying a lot of the strategic things that Naruto actually does. Like for example, like Amato still being in the Hidden Leaf Village. Like he's in the Hidden Leaf Village because he's useful. The reason why Kawaki was like kind of enticing to Naruto was because the Karma Seal wanted him so bad. He was that useful. I think Naruto does things to gather intel, and eventually it kind of does help the Hidden Leaf Village. So with that, I could kind of say that, he is thinking in foresight, he is thinking like in the future. But I do kind of agree with you when you're saying that Naruto does a lot of things that are very, very risky. And Amato still being in the Hidden Leaf Village, as a lot of you guys always tell me all the time, is still very, very risky. And that right there could possibly pop on Naruto. But again, with the things I'm saying, strategically, it could be a situation where Amato essentially creates what my guy, the Grass Ninja, was talking about, a pill that makes everybody Otsutsuki level. It's like Naruto does have some foresight. He's not necessarily doing things just because he has a good heart. he realizes that these guys can be helpful in some way.
Well, not everyone's like all of anything, right? It's not all black, all white, all shades of gray, right? There are different aspects to people, right? So I'm not saying like he's completely and utterly incompetent. No, when we talk, we're a little hyperbolic. But what I am saying is largely when you look at his body of work, he's an incompetent Hokage. I 100% believe this to be the case. I mean, even if you look at like I said earlier, he was in the middle of combat. He didn't do what he needed doing. I mean, look. Ultimately, I think this series tells you that I'm correct. Because what's the first episode look like? What's the first chapter look like? That brother's face is smashed up. The village that he was tasked to protect during his era is smashed up. Those are people's lives that he was supposed to be accountable for. And if you operate under the assumption, real quick, if you operate under the assumption that Kawaki sends this kid away, Naruto, and he doesn't come back, well, he let Kawaki in to begin with. So if he's not there to protect the village, that's his own damn fault.
Yeah, it is.
Well, what we have to realize is Naruto wasn't necessarily only trying to protect his own village. He's trying to protect the planet from Otsutsuki members. Like that's the goal. I think in the future, 3 years from now,
it is true a little bit. The five Kage talk about like anything that happens with the Otsutsuki. So there's like
no.
It's like it's being handled.
But when Cole was about to win or fighting, he didn't get up. So I don't like, to me, I don't really care what you want to do. I don't care about your actions, right? Anyone can say what they want, but the measure of a man is by his action. So when he's in the middle of there, and this is the problem with this dude, bro, he leads with his emotions. That's his whole problem.
All right, hang on, Mello, hang on.
Way too short sighted. I think you're not seeing it. What were you about to say, the grass?
Hang on, because like you're talking about how like when he's fighting with Code and he just folds. To be fair to Naruto was ready to like just tank whatever from like, you know, Code and everything. It was when like Momoshiki like popped up and like everything, and like that's when he started like shaking up, you know, because Boruto was there. Code is like, you know, testing Boruto's limits or whatever. Momoshiki pops up, and like when Momoshiki starts like threatening to fight Naruto, that's when Naruto folds. But Naruto's over here like, I'm down to take whatever from freaking Code. Like he was down to scrap with Code. It was like the fact that Boruto was being taken over and trying to fight. He was like, I don't want to fight my son. So like it's like that's the only caveat for Naruto. Like Momoshiki is his weakness. Like if Boruto comes after him, he can't do anything. Code, I would see Naruto fight to the death to handle Code. There's no emotional connection there, you know. So.
But here's the thing though. When you're in that position, right, the burden is higher on you, right? There's a higher expectation. The Kage, bro, this is the thing. The Kage entrusted Kawaki to Naruto because they thought he can handle it because he said he could, right? You don't have the luxury to be in your feelings when you're the king. You don't have the luxury to be on your knees crying because your son died when you're the guy that's supposed to stop the deaths of billions, if not trillions, potentially. You don't have that luxury. The burden is higher for him. So just because in one instance he did what he was supposed to do, well, good for you. We'll give you a cookie for that. But if he doesn't do it all the time, and I mean
he's done it every other time. That's what I'm saying. Every other time except for Boruto attacking him. That's the one instance, right? Exactly.
All it takes is one time.
Credits him and not like it discredits Kurama sacrificing against Ishiki and all that. Like I don't buy that. Like I understand Naruto's position. Like he has I think it's dumb that Naruto has to fight everything 1v1. Like my dude's the Hokage. Like you have the strongest ninjas in Konoha. Like use them, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the whole like ninja alliance jutsu that he did on Madara, like little fake shadow clone thing, but it was everybody that just got there at the same time or whatever. Like I want to see Konoha actually help Naruto fight, because anytime Naruto fights in Konoha, he's nerfed. Can't use his big old jutsus or do anything crazy. Can't summon a bunch of toads and stuff because he doesn't want to have to pay for the landscape and all the damages and stuff. So he's always fighting in a nerf state.
Though? So why would he take?
Bro, he's still paying for them to go shopping and stuff though.
Why would he take Kawaki and place him in the village that he's nerfed in so he can't go all out? It didn't make sense.
Again, you know, being short sighted. Like one of the things I want to bring up.
It's like Tsunade's thing, yeah.
Yeah, I want to bring this up before I let my guy the Grass Ninja go. You're seeing like the Hidden Leaf Village being destroyed as like the end of the road. Like again, 10 years after that, it could possibly be a certain situation where, hey, maybe thousands of people in the Hidden Leaf Village died, but the planet is still there. Like their Otsuki members didn't come down and like nuke the
Bar.
planet because
Come
somehow,
on,
some
man.
way, Amato, Kawaki, everybody else got they are now like they essentially saved the planet.
Wait. The fact that it happens to begin with is the problem. Had he made rational decisions, I'm not going to sit here and write the story out, right? Plot it out to where he would be if he did certain things that made sense, right? But one would have to think like in the moment you make rational choices, the conclusions are going to oftentimes one would hope be rational conclusions, right? So to me, he's making emotional choices. And now look at the first episode, they look into the future and they show me what the conclusion of these emotional choices are. The village he was tasked with protecting gets destroyed. Now, what happens after that? That's all well and good. It looks like he doesn't even play a role in that. It looks like his son does, right?
Mhm.
So I mean, I don't know. Like Naruto, just to me, I think the series tells you that my perspective is the perspective because as far into the future as we can see, we see that that's his conclusion. Him in the village that he's nerfed in, so he can't go all
I just
out.
believe Rationale would have got us killed a long time ago. Like it would have got it killed a long time ago. Rationale would have told Naruto to not bring Kawaki and send him back to the Kado organization, and then Ishiki would have got
No.
would have
That's
been
not what
fully
Rationale
resolved.
done.
Mm.
No. Why would he send him back? No, Rationale would have had him do a joint venture with the other Kage because that's what they suggested to begin with, but his ego got in the way. And his power, the power that he was supposed to use to protect Kawaki, it never really materialized when it mattered. When his daughter was about to die, it wasn't his power that saved her, it was Kawaki. When Jigen showed up, it wasn't his power that saved anything. It was Sasuke that stopped him from doing that and bought them some time. His power wasn't even the determining factor until Kurama got involved in Baryon Mode. And then even then, Kawaki had to finish it, right? So his power was never really a determining factor that much, except for Baryon Mode. But yeah. So that's what would have happened. But just to address what the Grass Ninja said, I'll show you what like an actual like Kage should have done. Just look at what Gaara told him after the Ishiki arc. Are you willing to do what needs doing? Are you willing to kill your son?
I
Right
got
now,
you. I got you. I
give
actually
Naruto
agree
credit.
with you. I agree with you.
Yeah,
I was just
I
saying
give
the one
Naruto credit
caveat
there.
is that one battle, because every time it was like, oh, this Otsutsuki guy who already beat me just got even stronger. I guess I should go fight him. You know what I mean? So like Naruto was down to do the Hokage stuff. It's just in that particular situation, like that is his kryptonite, bro. Like he can't do anything against Boruto because one, Boruto's the main character.
He
Two,
doesn't have that
it's
luxury.
completely it's I know he doesn't have that luxury, but it's completely logical and rational to an like you can understand Naruto's also a father, and like he's not fit to be Hokage. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you. He's more of a father than the Hokage. He literally told the Kages like, "Yeah, I think Sasuke is gonna have to handle Boruto." He admitted to them that like, "Yeah, that's our plan. I'm not gonna take that stuff." So he was put in a situation where he was literally like, "I'm not supposed to do this. Sasuke is," you know. So I'm thinking like, yeah, I agree with you. I agree he isn't fit to be Hokage or whatever. But I also think like the whole Ninja Village and the whole system has changed ever since Kakashi and Naruto kind of took office. So my whole problem was just like there's no cooperation with the Leaf Village and Naruto. Naruto always tells everyone to sit down and don't do anything, and then he gets his ass beat. You know, so it's like
Yeah.
work with your village, bro. Like what happened to like teamwork? Like that's what I'm wondering.
I mean, I will say I think the powers at this point, there's not really much they can offer besides just being cannon fodder. To be fair, um, but no, I just think that's really just my overall point. But if we agree, we agree. But I just think
There's
Gaara
like a
kind
whole
of
platoon of dudes with 8 gates. The Hyuga clan are supposed to be formidable. Like they got sealing jutsu teams and stuff. Like there could be some collaboration to help Naruto land the finishing blow. That's all I'm saying. Do some teamwork. Show Naruto being the Hokage, fighting with the village. Like when the Nine Tails attacked on Naruto's birth, the Hokage was fighting with the village. Like the third was fighting the Nine Tails with the village. That's what I want to see Naruto doing. The actual
I got
Hokage
problems
stuff.
with Hiruzen too. I think he was
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
incompetent too.
Like all the Hokages have flaws. Yeah, that dude specifically. But I was just saying, like Naruto's one like cowardice thing where he was like, I don't have that Hokage resolve, is in that situation with his son, which you have to like. There's narrative arguments because it's Boruto's show, and like you can understand like from that position as a parent, Naruto's not built to be a Hokage and deal with that type of stuff. He has a team around him, like So he like that's what I'm saying. Like, where's the teamwork? Where's that team? They don't ever let Naruto use that team. I agree with you. He isn't fit for Hokage by like Tsunade and like the third and Minato's standards. Like he's not fit.
Yeah, no, I think Gaara, if Gaara had Naruto's power and he was in that situation, he would have killed Shinki. I mean,
And
him to
it
kill
would be
someone, he would
it would have been
back
easy
up
for
and fight.
Gaara to kill Shinki. That's the thing. Like Boruto's gonna destroy Naruto
Not
in the
kill.
fight,
I
bro.
didn't mean kill. I mean just like get back up after he was killed. But yeah.
If Shinki was like so astronomically stronger than Gaara, then like I could see why Gaara would be like, "Yo, maybe not, bro." Like, but yeah, it's just like when you get Gale palmed by your son and like he's like near death or whatever, he's like, "Look, Dad, get out the way, I'm trying to die," and he just Gale palms you across the map. Like it's kind of like, what are you gonna do? You're in Sage mode. This is your strongest form right now, and he can just blow you across the map without trying, bro.
I
Yeah,
mean,
facts.
but to be fair, like he got back up and he's fast. Like in terms of his, like,
Got back up, but
well, I
not
mean, he
fast
could.
enough to get to Boruto again. That's what I'm saying. Like,
But that's what they had a whole conversation before like Kawhi he did this thing. But I don't kind of want to go into that. But yeah.
Yo, hey, but I don't know, Mello. I think you said you had a donation. You want to get to yours first, or you want to?